welcome back to the Stoners Roundtable Podcast. I'm your host, James Emerson, and happy 420, everybody. I hope you've had a good one. I know I'm celebrating a little bit, but I hope you're having a good one. But I'm doing an update episode for my, which one was it? Dang it. Give me a second. An update to the interface overhaul for PS5 episode I did a week or two back. So, and the reason for that is because I actually got a surprise in the comments for that video, and the comment was from one of the mod creators themselves, mod creator, mod author, however you want to phrase it. But it was from one of the mod authors themselves, which surprised me because I haven't had a mod author reach out to me before, but shows I'm doing a good job, I guess. so let me read the comment. And it's from Thomas Gerson. It says, hey there. It says, hey, Thomas here. The T on TK. K is for Kincaid. Thanks for the review. I'm writing this while I watch the video so I can be thorough in the clarifications. And Thomas and Kincaid, I appreciate reaching out to me. Appreciate for the clarifications that I'm going to read here. This will help me do a better video and showcase of your mod. So, and he also lists an issue that some PS5 users have been having in the comment, and I'm going to go over that in this episode too, to see if I've had any problem. I can honestly say I haven't had any problems like this, guys, but I will go over it with the viewers to see if anybody else has had this problem. But let's get on with the clarifications that Thomas has left me in the comments here, and you can read it for yourself. It's in the comments under the interface overhaul for PS5. And so the first clarification is in the perks menu. Go to skills, the perks. See, the crest at the bottom left changes depending on your character's race. The symbols themselves correspond to the ones in Elder Scrolls Online. The one with the dragon that you see in your game is the one for Nords, but each race has its own. Well, that's cool. So, Imperials would have their own, Nords would have the dragon, Argonians, each race of elves would have their own, yada yada yada. That's cool. That clarifies what that's for. And now that you say that it's from Elder Scrolls Online, I thought I recognized it. Now I do. Thank you for that. So the other clarification is, let's see here, magic menu. Let's see, magic menu, active effects. Go to active effects, and he says, in this case, you see no timers on those because your character doesn't have any your character doesn't have any effects applied with a limited duration. All those in your list are effects that won't wear off. But if you had an effect applied that have a limited time, it will show the remaining time, or should, but they do not have icons yet. Cool. So now things like this is because of my Ring of God mode and other crafted items and mods that I have. So let's see here, like Night Stalker's Footsteps, Vampire, that's this Frost, that has no Warrior Stone, other than these two here. But I can see what he's saying now. The blessing of the Phanastar, however you pronounce it, that's an effect I got from somewhere. So it won't wear off anytime soon. That's cool. I don't have any now. Let's see here. The other one is map menu. Let's see here. When you toggle the local map on, okay, square button, it also has a small housing for the location title. It's not much, but the vanilla game has the words just floating there, and we added a small housing for it. Which, what he's saying is, it would be this right here where it says Skyrim. It's got this neat little housing box for it. That's cool. Now that you say something, I thought that was always there, but I guess now I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's cool. That, actually, you know, makes it a little less dull. But that's cool. I appreciate you guys clarifying those things for me and for the viewers watching this. And you know, I try to do a good job, guys. I do these videos because I have a friend who has a channel called Echo One Eyes Only. He does the showcases on a PlayStation 4. And when I watch his videos, you know, I notice that he does say that he can only showcase these on a PlayStation 4. So I take it upon myself to showcase them on a PlayStation 5. So it helps out. So what is the issue for the PlayStation 5 users? It says, we read that some PS5 users are having an issue that only happens on the crafting menus. See, that when they try to navigate the categories, R1 works fine, but L1 closes the menu completely. Sadly, we, Kincaid and me, do not own any PlayStation, so we cannot actually test it there. We only do tests on PC with a controller and on Xbox, and it's working fine on those. We will try to see if there's something that we missed, and if it can be fixed, but we are not really sure what it could be or why it only happens on PlayStation 5 specifically. You know, and he goes on to say, other than that, we are going slowly, very, very slowly, add more features to the other menus. But the process is not easy, and we are just learning as we go, so it might take us a while to implement new things. Again, thanks for the review. Hope you enjoy this. I really do enjoy the mod, guys. It's working fine on my PlayStation 5. As far as that issue, I haven't noticed anything. See here. As I'll show you, let's go over here to the forge. So let's go with R1, which moves it to the right. And now L1. I mean, on mine it works just fine. I'm not having any issues toggling back and forth using the R1 or L1 buttons. As far as I can see. Now, let me try something else. I know it's... Let's do this one. So now for this, I can use the arrow pad to scroll back and forth. Now I will say that I do notice an issue, and I'm going to show you with this when I bring this up. and is that the first weapon you see here, it doesn't show up on that Thomas and Kincaid. Other than that, even on this menu, you know, like I said, the first weapon you see doesn't show up. Now, if I toggle it to the left and then toggle it back, which works, then the weapon will show up. It's not a very major issue, guys. You know, I hardly notice it. It doesn't even annoy me, really. I mean, I think the mod works fine. Other than, you know, like I said, as you saw, the first weapon, when you bring it up, the next time, see, it doesn't show up. But if you toggle to the next one, it will show up. So it's not really that big of an issue. But as far as the L1 and the R1 thing, I'm not seeing anything wrong, guys. I mean, it works just fine on my PlayStation 5. So I don't know what would be causing the issue on other PS5s myself. Like I said, it's working just fine on mine. I can toggle without it closing just fine. So I have no clue what the issue is. I mean, even on this, I can scroll using R1 and L1, and it doesn't close out my menu screen whatsoever. Let's try... Which, oh, yeah, I forget these can only do one thing, so... Duh, James. I think you've had too much on 420 there, dude. Other than that, my friend, I don't see any issues. For me, it's working just fine. Yeah, I'll do a video with some of these other ones. For some of you who are sitting there looking at some of my weaponry, my arsenal, and you're thinking, wait a minute, is he making these enchant? Yes, I am. They're part of my character's backstory, especially this one. And if you want to know how I make these, I will do a showcase with the mod showing how I crafted these. Not all of these. I didn't craft all of these. This one I did. Crafted and enchanted. And this one. I will say this. This sword belonged to Arcadia's mother. This sword was handed down from one war maiden to another in her family. And Yesreel, or Yisreel, should I say, belonged to her father. And they were both forged in Atmora. That's all I'm going to say at the moment. But as far as I can tell, Thomas, the mod on my end is working fine. I do appreciate you bringing up the clarifications and everything, so I can get that information out to, you know, the other viewers and whatnot. You know, I really do appreciate you reaching out to me. You're the first mod author / creator that's reached out on the show. But I do appreciate it, you know. The more information I can get out there, the better. And I appreciate you giving out that information for me. If you guys have any more mods that you want me to try to test out for you on the PS5, feel free to let me know. I'm going to put my email address up here one more time for the and it's the show's email address. It's not my personal one. I don't give that out to nobody except family, but I'll give you the show's email address, and you can email me there, because for some reason I don't always get comments in the comment section. I don't know why that is, guys. But some I don't know if y'all heard that, but somebody's drag racing down my street. Good lord. Fucking idiots. Excuse the F-bomb, but it's ridiculous. We have small children that, you know, that walk home from school on these streets, and we have idiots that do that. Even though it's a Saturday, there's no excuse for it, because there's still small children around here that do play around. But yeah, like I said before I was distracted, I'll put the show's email up here. If you have any more questions or anything, you can email me there. Sometimes the comments will go through on the channel, sometimes they won't. I don't know why. All I can say, guys, is I do check the being held for review section, and there's nothing there. So why your comments are not coming through at times, I have no clue. But to you guys who email me, I guess for right now that's the best way to get a hold of me. Thomas, I'm glad your comment actually came through. So like I said, anything else I can do for you guys, just reach out to me. I'll post the email address up here. I'm sorry I ramble on, you know, but that's what you get when you have a head injury like mine. Alright, I do have brain damage, and yes, it is literal brain damage from being kicked in the head with a steel-toe boot. So wasn't like this before, but I tend to ramble on now, so it's part of the head trauma, so bear with me. But I do appreciate you reaching out to me, and I appreciate you getting me this information out there so I can inform the viewers. And I'll, like I said, if you have any more, let me know. Try the comments. If you can't get a hold of me in the comments, then email me at the show. With that being said, guys, I hope you appreciated this update. It's not a re-showcase, guys. It's an update with more information from one of the two mod creators, Thomas Gerson himself. I do appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys out there watching this episode appreciate it too. And I will see you on the next episode. Peace, guys.